shining, shining, nice and bright, bright.
They have great.
Chirping, chirping, and I'm ready to fly. Time to get ready, ready for another day. No one can stop us. Oh, we gon' learn and play. Oh, every day we learn and play.
Is my camera frozen?
Our best, so we'll be great. You do your best.
I don't understand. Is my camera frozen?
So let's get ready. 'Cause it's about that time.
Good.
Your signal is weak,
Oh,
and yes, it's frozen.
what the heck?
I'm gonna take you off, and you need to go reboot because it's definitely frozen. Signal's weak.
Good morning, 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 morning. Hey, hey, y'all.
You see me on my grind.
What's wrong, Romeo?
Got to shine. I'm a supernova. Yeah, you see me taking
Let me
over.
tell
I'm on the road. I got a way to
Good
shine.
morning, y'all.
So let me
Monday.
just say, every day we gon' learn and play.
It's Monday, and we are learning and playing today. Monday, January 11th, 2021. Is Romeo frozen now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to you.
Okay. I don't know why Romeo's frozen. I was frozen earlier in the credits. My light is bright, y'all. I was frozen earlier in the credits. I don't know. Anyway, today is Monday. Today is Monday, January the 11th, and what's going on in the world today? I will say this. Oh, hey Romeo. Hey Romeo. Good morning, Romeo. No, what's wrong? You can't hear? You hear me, but we can't hear you. I don't know. I'm trying to fix me. I'm trying to fix me. Anyway, nothing. You got your mic on? Let me see who out in Facebook world. What's up, Facebook? Who checking in? I know Shirley Carter is here already. Let me see who here. Uh, oh, that's me. Okay. Hey, Iris. Romeo is still frozen. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, girl. I was frozen this morning too. Marcus Mays checking in from Memphis. What's going on? I see Katrina Anderson, Leanna Park, Rhonda Jackson, Shamika Mitchell. Where my peeps at? Good morning, y'all. Check in. Let us know where y'all checking in from. Good morning, Marcus. Yes. Hey, Gwen. Romeo still frozen. I had a good weekend. I worked all weekend, but it was cool because I worked and I got a chance to just kind of sit back. And kids went to their dad, so whatever. So I had a good weekend. And last night, I want to thank Brent and Dee for tuning into the wine up. So last night we had Valerie Pettiford on the wine up, and she was talking about the family business, and we had fun. It was girl chat. Y'all know Valerie Pettiford. Valerie plays the mom on the family business. Can we hear you now, Romeo? Say something. No. So she plays the mom on the family business, and she played Dee Dee Duncan in what was the name of that show that she played Dee Dee Duncan in? I don't know if it was half and half, but she played Big Dee Duncan in half and half. She's been in TV for a minute now. Y'all know her, but we loved her. She came on, she kicked it with us. She talked about the show. She talked about season 2. She said season 3 will be out this year. So if you guys are fans, like I'm a fan, make sure you tune in to the family business. I streamed it all weekend long while I was working, and it was exciting. Like I love to see ourselves on TV, and I love to see our stories told. Like it was a bit dramatic, but it was a good dramatic. Like it had the villain, it had the good guys, it had some action, it had some drama, it had a little bit kidnapping going on. It was good. So shout out to her and my lovely co-host on the Wine Up. That would be Rocky Harris. Right down to it. Kristen, candidly Kristen Roshan, and Latrice still got on making. She's a celebrity stylist out of Detroit, so we had fun with them. Then we talked about all the great new movies that are coming out. Of course, y'all seen Sylvie's Love. Tessa Thompson is on the cover, rolling out. If you haven't seen it, go see it. She is beautiful in her 60s glamour. I was told it was 60s glamour, but she is on the cover of Rolling Out for this week, and she's on the cover for Sylvie's Love. That was a beautiful love story. It starred Kerry Washington's husband. I hate introducing him like that. Romeo did an interview with him, so he knows how to pronounce his name. But it stars both of them, Tessa Thompson and Kerry Washington's husband. It was a beautiful love story. Then y'all, so okay, let me tell y'all what the Wine Up is. So the Wine Up is a show where we grab our glasses of wine, we sit down and we talk about the hot to watch shows that are coming out, right? And so we'll watch some trailers, we'll discuss it. We also have girl talk. We talk about fashion, and we also talk about leading ladies too. So, but last night we just talked about how to watch. So the movie with Denzel Washington's son, John Washington. We want to call him a junior because he sound and look just like his daddy. But John Washington, he is paving his own way, making his own lane. He has Malcolm and Marie, the movie coming out with him and beautiful young lady, Disney character. Well, she used to be a Disney star, Zendaya. Hot, y'all. That is definitely a hot to watch. If you have not seen it, go pull up the trailer. The movie is in black and white. It's just them two. And they're just showing you the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys of relationship life, y'all. I was digging it. So y'all go see it. Y'all let me know if y'all seen the trailer for it. I'm checking into Facebook. And y'all let me know if y'all seen it. Marcus says, I have a big birthday party in Memphis on the 19th. Okay, Marcus. You inviting everybody on Facebook? All right. He said, yes, y'all more than welcome to come. If I probably would had it been not for COVID. We'll see. We'll see if the world is opened back up. Courtney, the movie is called Malcolm and Marie with Denzel Washington's son, John Washington, and Zendaya. Girl, it looks like it's hot, sizzling fire. It shows the emotions of, going through relationship ish. That's actually the name of one of my books, y'all. I'm coming out with it, relationship ish, where we talk about the different type of women, the different type of men, the different type of characters in a relationship. I break it down for y'all. I'm gonna have to bring that on the show one day. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna talk about that. Number 1, I'll just give y'all a snippet. Romeo, you back?
Good morning.
Okay.
Shout out to
Wait,
everybody.
wait,
Please, please continue.
wait,
Please
because I
continue.
want to finish my snippet. So,
All right.
relationship ish. We go through, and this is my book, so I'm gonna just give y'all just a little bit of it. So we type the women, right? So we label them number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So number ones are always the wives. Number ones are always the main girls. Number ones are always the one that got your back, was with you when you was in school, was with you when you was building your business from the ground up, was with you, had the house, the kids, the dogs, the fish. Number ones in a relationship always have what looks like the epitome of heaven on the outside, right? So they're the envious ones. They're everyone. They're the source of everyone's envy because they want to be this couple, right? So when you think modern day, who would be in number one? The Smiths would have been in number one. Will and Jada would have been in number one. Who else just broke up? Of course, the Carters are number one, but somebody else just broke up, and we was just like, oh, okay. Anyway, so those are number ones. I'll leave the rest for another time. I will tell y'all this about the number ones, though. The number ones always get the short end of the stick. I'm not gonna say always, but 99% of the time they get the short end of the stick. Because once the man blows up and he goes and he does all that he's gonna do, and now he's this businessman, now he's this doctor, now he's this lawyer, guess what he gotta go get? Somebody that ain't been with him through the trials and the tribulations, and he want to go get somebody that's gonna be, yes, daddy, yes, sir. Anyway, I'm digressing. I was just trying to talk to y'all until Romeo came on. What's up, Romeo?
First of all, shout out to everybody this morning. I apologize for the technical difficulties. I am not going to allow another week to go by and give y'all the best of what the best is. Number two, uh, she might know what she's talking about, but wives, and maybe she doesn't know this. In 2021, wives and main girls are different. They're not in the same category.
Yes.
Not the main girl with the wife.
Wait,
The main
what?
girl
Hold
and the
on.
wife are two different.
How you figure? Because the
Uh,
main girl becomes the wife. So how do you figure?
no. Main girl does not become the wife. The main
Side
girl
girls
is
don't
the
become the
girl.
wives.
No, Portia Monique.
Okay. I'm gonna let you finish
Tr-
because I really want to understand what you're saying.
trust me. I know this. Let me give you this
Okay.
breakdown. Main girls are the girls who you never hear from, but they always are with their celebrity dude. They always taken care of, paid for. They not trying to make no noise. They not trying to be in no cameras or scene. They just want to be taken care of. That's the main girl. She's
Short
always
end
gonna
of the
be with him.
short end of
She's
the
always
stick.
gonna be with him. She's always gonna be with him, whether he married or not married. She the main girl. Now, the
That's not the
side
main
chick,
girl. That's the side girl.
um,
The main girl
no,
is
it's
always
not.
the married one. Yes, it is, Romeo.
No, it's not. The side.
Okay,
How
come
you
on.
telling me and I'm a dude? The side. This
Because
is what the side chick is. The side chick is the girl who I got time for whenever I got time for. If I'm out, if I'm in town and got time for. That's the side girl. You know what side girls are? When in players and athletes travel to different cities, that's the side chick. I only see you when I can see you, however I want to see you. That's your job. The main girl is going to be there for the dude, regardless of the side chick or the wife. The wife, yeah, she gets the worst end of the stick, but that's the dude he want to be with. But I guarantee you, he still got the main girl is still in there like, hey, I'm team you. Trust me. The
she's
main
just the
girl
number
is
one
not.
side girl. Listen. The one that,
Tell him,
the role that
TJ,
you're
tell him.
describing, she's just the number one side girl. The number one is always the wife. Number one is always the wife until he don't want her no more because she know too much of his dirt. She know what he had to go through to, become this man that he is. She knows that Superman has flaws, right? So he like, okay, whatever. Like I love you, but I'm not. that Superman in your eyes because you seen me get it from the dirt. You seen me rise up and build this thing. And no, I am not flawless. Now the side girl, which is a number 2, the side
Keep going.
girl, she always gonna be there. So no matter what, trials and
No, she,
tribulations, why? Yes, she is. Yes, she is until she gets somebody else.
she,
Case in point, and I might ruffle a little bit of feathers with this, but case in
go.
point, Cassie was a side girl.
No, she was not.
Yes, she was.
During that relationship,
Cassie was a side girl. Kim was the number 1.
No. Who?
Kim.
Who was number 1?
Porter.
Kim Porter was number 1, and Cassie was a main.
Was side girl.
Cassie was a main.
No,
she lived.
She might have been. Listen, she might have been a main side girl, but she was a side girl, and she stayed a side girl until she didn't want to be a side girl no more because she wanted to get married and have kids, and that's exactly what she did.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, she was a main.
No.
This is why she was a main. She allowed, keep in mind, was being taken care. She was being taken care of by Diddy. She did not give 2 flying flips about Kim or anybody else he was seeing. Why? Because she stayed in the house. She was like, do whatever you're going to do as long as I'm taken care of.
Exactly. Okay. She was number 1. She got the short end of the stick. She stayed. She had the house, the dog, the kids, the fish, the recognition, the respect.
Courtney, I'm trying to tell them the difference between a main, a wife, a main, and a side chick. I know this stuff.
No,
Courtney, tell us more. Producer TJ, please tell.
What Courtney said. Oh.
Courtney said, oh my God. Producer TJ, tell Monique there's a difference between a wife, a main, and a side chick. A side chick is who you see when you see. A main chick is always going to play the middle as long as she's taken care of. The wife is the wife. The main chick ain't going nowhere. I promise you. The main chick is not in the public. The main chick don't care about cameras. The main chick cares whether or not. The main chick cares whether or not is she taken care of for this month. Is she getting some money this month? Hey baby, you can see me whenever you want to see me. The side chick is the one who wants the limelight. She want to be at the parties. Trust me.
Whatever. Yes, that is a
I'm gonna put you up on game.
We're saying the same thing, Romeo. We're just classifying them a tad bit different. So number 1 is the main. They the wives. They the ones in the house. They the ones that know that you got flaws. They the ones that know that you're not perfect. The side one, your number 1 side chick, she's the one that gets put on Front Street. Everybody know who she is. She gonna stay there through thick and thin until she doesn't want to.
You joke. You're not gonna understand. You ain't gonna, cause you know who's a main chick? Lori Harvey. She's a main.
Lori is a main because she's in control of her own destiny. And she is, she doing what she want to do as a female, a young female who is. Go ahead.
Now, so if Lori Harvey is the main, I'm about to throw this curveball in your face. If Lori Harvey is the main, and she knew that Future was talking to all those other girls, what are the other girls? Portia, they side
That's
chicks.
why she's not talking to Future no more. That's exactly why she's not talking to him no more.
That proves my point. I just proved my point. She was a main chick, and the other chicks were side chicks. That's my point. It's a difference between a main and a wife. I give up.
Listen,
I give up.
Because everybody knows that Future got how many hoes? Numerous. So for Lori to even go in there to think that she was going to change the way this man was crazy. Yes, she is a main. That's why when she walked in the situation, she laid down the rules. She said, this is what and how it's gonna be. And he was like, nah, shorty, back on up. I don't care how fine you are, and that's why they split. Duh.
Okay.
That's why
You
she's a
you
main.
want to be?
No, that's why she's a main with Michael B. Jordan, the sexiest man alive. Don't play.
You want to be right.
And he
You
is
want to
the
be
right
right.
one
I
to
can't
settle
wait.
down with.
I cannot wait till Ebony come on to prove you wrong. I cannot.
I'm just saying he's one to
I
settle down
want
with.
Ebony to come on and prove you wrong.
Okay.
That ain't. She'll do
Ebony.
that. I cannot wait till Ebony come on and prove you wrong. As many emojis I got, you gonna tell me what's the main and the side? Okay, wait. Just wait. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference between main, wife, main, and side. Trust me. Trust your boy.
Yes, there is a
Believe
difference.
me.
I'm not
Vote for
disputing
me.
that there's okay. We'll talk about this on another
But
chance.
you cannot put the wife and the main in the same category. Can't do that. Can't do that. 8:21 a.m. rolling out a.m. I can't wait to read this book. I hope this will tell all the secrets of Detroit life.
So I was thinking about. So yes, definitely. It's not gonna be a tell-all. I think it's gonna be juicy though. Like I want it to be like the books that I have in my mind that I want my book to be like. It's gonna eventually turn into a movie, a film. Is The Coldest Winter Ever. Like everybody who read The Coldest Winter Ever read it in like 2 days, 1 day, 3 days max. So, Sister Soldier, this was an old book that was floating around, and it was hot, it was spicy. You couldn't put your book down. So, anyway, I want it to be like that.
I'm about to. You guys. Hey, Ebony.
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
I need
Greg.
to hear you.
Hey, Portia. You can't
Hey,
hear me?
dear. I can. I don't know what's going on with Romeo this morning. He got some technical difficulties.
I'm not. Don't
Happy New
do
Year.
that. Don't do that to my producer. He getting it right.
Happy New Year.
Can you hear me?
How you been, girl?
Happy
We
New Year
missed
to you.
you.
I miss y'all too. Romeo can't hear me.
What's That's okay. They gonna get it worked out. So what you been up to? We ain't seen you since last year. Catch us up,
Working,
girl.
working.
Work.
Trying to start a different foundation for young people. It's called Reflections of Myself. To where we'll bring the police in to meet African American kids so they can kind of understand um, our story. So that's probably pretty much what all I've been working on lately outside of the restaurant.
Hey, first of all, I miss you more than anybody because I can hear you now, and I know deep down in your heart you really miss me and was thinking about me. But we'll talk about that part later. I'm okay. I love you too. Look, Ebony,
I miss y'all too. What's
help
up?
help me,
Help. Okay,
Ebony.
what I'm helping with.
Now you see this. Tell Portia that there's a difference between the wife, the main chick, and the side chick. That the wife and the main chick are not in the same category. I told her that, like, for instance, your restaurant, I told her the main chick is basically the girl who plays the middle. She don't want to be seen. She ain't worried about no post. As long as she being taken care of and getting what she need, you'll never know about the main chick. The side chick is the one who want the photos, to be at the club and all this other stuff. That's the one who get caught by the wife. But the main chick, you'll never hear about. And my
Listen.
example was, hold on, my example was Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is always a main chick. And she knew when she was dating Future that he had side chicks. She knew this. But she didn't fall into that category. Why? Because she didn't care. Now, if he was married, she still wouldn't care. Why? Because she'd be taken care of. Tell Portia there's a difference.
Okay,
I didn't
hold
know it
on.
was three.
So
I used to know it was the main
right,
chick and the side chick. It's three now?
right. Okay. So here it is.
She
So
said
here's
wife. She
no, no,
put
no.
wife
Hold
and
on,
main together.
hold on, hold on. Here, no, I did not. So here's Romeo's issue. Romeo doesn't understand that there are two side women. So the scenario that Romeo is describing, it's just two sides. There are two sides. You got one main side, you got another not so main side. But the number one is always the wife. So you can have as many sides as you want. They can rank and fall wherever on the spectrum you want them to fall on. But that situation and that scenario that you're describing, Romeo, is just two sides. It's two side women. You know how when you eat, you got two sides. I got some green beans. I got some potatoes. You might have some green beans over here. You might have some potatoes. That's two sides, but it's only one main. One main, which equates to the wife.
Yeah, I've only known of the main chick, and then the side chicks just kind of fall in
And they
place.
can have
Normally, that's how
numerous.
it goes.
I'm just saying they can have numerous.
A wife and a main is not the same thing. I'm telling y'all as a guy. Trust. I'm telling
Okay,
y'all.
but
I'm really
I
so
telling
just
a
y'all.
learned
wife and a
too, because
man
I
is
didn't know
not
it's
the
a
same
wife,
thing.
a
But
main.
a wife is always number one, and the main is always a number two. The main is always a side chick. Now, whether she that top side chick or the bottom side chick, the main
So
is
Romeo's
always
saying the
the
main chick
side
is
chick.
not a side chick. She's the main. She's behind the wife. Is
What
that
you
what you're
saying?
saying, Romeo?
I'm.
So
I'm.
Romeo's
I'm.
saying,
I,
She
that's
behind the
exactly.
wife, but
That's
that still
exactly.
makes her number two by default.
Ebony. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying these guys that do this, athletes, whatever, they have a main girl that they take
mm-hmm.
care of who basically does every single thing they need them to do as long as they're being taken, long as they're being catered to and taken care of. The side chicks are the girls that they see randomly. Oh, I'm in this city. Oh, I got time for you. Oh, I got a game in this. You know what I'm saying? Those are to guys. Those are side chicks. The main girl is the girl that I'm going to call when I have a problem with my wife and when the
She's just the
side chick is
main
getting
side
on my
chick.
nerves.
She's just the
The
main
main girl
side
has the
chick.
most power. The
She's
main
and
girl
that's
has the
fine.
most
Yes, I'm
power.
learning
Nobody's
something new.
disputing that. She's just the
Crystal,
main
come help
side chick
me.
because the number one, the wife, always gets the short end of the stick. So yeah, the main might be
Yeah,
the
I agree with
number
that
one.
part.
Okay, and there's
I
only
agree with
one
the
number
wife getting the
one.
short end of the
The
stick.
number one is the wife. And if you're not
So
married, that's the bottom.
If
Whatever.
if a dude got a main chick, the number one is not the wife.
You know what I'm saying,
If
Ebony?
a dude if a dude got a main chick, the number one is not a wife. Because that's why when women hear about, oh, he has another place, I didn't know that my husband had another home or another apartment. Somebody's living in that apartment. Meaning he's paying somebody to take care of that house or that apartment. That's the main chick. He's not putting the side girl
It's
in the
fine.
apartment. I
She's still
guarantee
a
you.
side hoe.
the side chick is the one that's gonna tell. She gonna
She's
tell
still
when
a side
he gonna
hoe.
cater to her. That's
She
the side chick. The side chick
hey,
gonna
hey,
tell.
hey, Ebony,
I
she
just see
doing
two
this.
levels of side
Hey,
hoes,
Ebony,
y'all.
the
The
side
side
girl
chick done
doing
googled
this.
the main chick.
And listen, let me tell y'all something. The wife, whoever you want to call synonymous with the wife or the number one, they always know. I'm gonna just
So
put that out.
can I let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. My sister here, thank you, Jesus. My sister knows
Good
me.
morning.
My, let's be clear. Out of everybody on this thing right now, my sister knows me. She know my game. She know how I run
What's
it.
up, Crystal?
Crystal Jordan,
Good
Hey,
who
morning.
knows
Crystal.
Good morning.
relationships, who knows relationships.
Relationship matters. Let's talk
Tell
about
Rel-
reality check. What's up,
tell
Crystal?
tell tell these people there's a difference between the
Um,
wife, the main chick, and the side chick. Tell them there's a
Before
difference.
you do that, Crystal, introduce yourself to
okay.
our Rolling Out family. Let them know that you're gonna be coming on weekly, who you are, what you talk about, your segment on Rolling Out, and all of that good stuff. Then we can get back to Romeo's.
Then we can get back to that. Well, first of all, Happy New Year. I haven't seen you guys in the new year, so Happy New Year to everybody. Yes, I'm excited to be joining every Monday with a reality check with a recap from what happened the past
Mm.
week in reality check. So, and we're going to talk about relationships because that's what reality check is all about, is relationships. So I'm excited to hear the topic that you guys are talking about now. Um, reality check on Friday. We did a recap of Ready to Love. Have you guys watched Ready to Love on OWN? Anybody watched
I
it?
have.
Really?
Yep.
You watched it, Romeo? Usually that's like
I
a
watched
girl
twice.
show. You
I
watched
watched
twice.
twice.
Romeo be up there
Well,
tapping him.
he does, well,
Tell you.
Ready to Love
Two times
season.
in my life.
Well, he probably watched it because some of the girls on there probably was coming on the show and he wanted to see the females. But Ready to Love wrapped their entire season with 2 couples that are now ready to love. They ended the season. The finale is going to come on this week. The actual reunion is on Friday. But Black Twitter really wasn't feeling the couples that ended up getting selected. There was Winter and Anthony, and there was Calfani and Adriana. Now, this brings me to my question I wanted to ask you guys. We can go back. I definitely want to get back into what you guys were saying. One of the guys on the show, before he got eliminated, he said, I am cool with courting a chick. I am not cool with chasing a chick. So I wanted to ask you guys this morning, what is the difference between courting and chasing when it comes to pursuing a young lady? Romeo, I'm gonna let you have the floor since you're a guy. I'm gonna let you have the floor. What is the difference? Because I really didn't understand what he meant. He was like, I'm cool with courting you, but I'm not about to just chase you. So what does that mean to you?
Courting. I'm cool with putting forth the effort. I'm cool. Hold up now. I'm cool with putting forth the effort. I'm cool with showing you, and I'm cool with giving you the time. What I'm not gonna do is chase that effort and chase that time. So I agree with him. And chasing that effort and chasing that time is, well, I'm not about to call you 3-4 times a day for you to answer twice. I damn sure not about to ask you, do you want to go out on this day and this day, for you to come back with answers of, well, I'm busy, but maybe. I'll see if I got time. See, women have these key words that make a man want to run after them. And then what happens is it gets twisted into thirst. Oh, he's thirsty now. Oh, girl, yeah, he's thirsty because he's showing the effort. So I agree with him. Court you, yeah. Chase you, hell no.
Portia, what do you think? What do you think? Is there a difference between? Because to me, what that sounds like is a guy that you don't really like. Like, to me, if I don't really like him, I'm going to probably curve him. But if I'm interested, I still may let the phone ring. I may not answer every single time, period. But I just feel like there's a difference between a guy that you're interested in and a guy that you are just like spending time with. So I think that's the difference. I think in that on the show, she wasn't really into that guy. What do you think, Ebony?
Is Ebony frozen?
Look at all my fellas checking in Facebook.
I can barely hear her at all.
Hey, first of all my fellas are checking in. Marcus Mays, right? Taru, I agree with you, Romeo. Gerald, that's good right there. Let's go, fellas.
So
go ahead, ladies. I'm sorry.
They talking about that part only. So I do agree with you on that, but I wanted to clarify with you, Romeo. Does courting mean spending money? Because in my book, courting means spending money.
It does.
Like,
it does.
Courting me, dating me. We're going out on a regular basis. We're traveling. You're courting me. You're making plans. We're going to dinner. We're going to museums. Like, you're courting.
You're planning the date. You're planning opportunities for us to go out and creative things. So it definitely involves money.
Well, I agree with that, ladies. Courting does mean spending money, but this is what courting doesn't mean. Courting doesn't mean spending money courting doesn't mean spending money that you've never seen. If you've never ate lobster, don't be requesting lobster. If a guy says, because this is what women do. This is what women do. A guy says, hey, I'm going to hold on. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. A guy says, hey, I'm going to spend this time, effort, and energy into you, right? Now, once he does that, Some women take that as an opportunity. Oh, he's going to take me to this restaurant, so let me see how much he's going to spend. Let me see how much he's going to do for me. It's never an even playing field as far as I'm with him to enjoy his time. No, it's a money game on I wonder how much he's going to allow me to spend of him. Let's just be clear. Women do that. Thank you,
But
Marcus. Thank you, D Shields.
What they saying?
Go ahead.
Hold on. What they saying?
That
Okay.
part,
Go.
Romeo. I agree with
that
you, Romeo. Factuals.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
but Romeo, why are you all investing in a woman that's only looking for that? Like it don't take much to tell a woman that's only involved in money, only excited about your money. It doesn't take much to tell that. So to me, it's like when guys get their heart, they get hurt over the fact that the woman only wants them for money. It was usually a lot of females that were interested in them, that they were curving and they was running after the chick that looked a certain way. And that costs. Like certain things just cost. If you want a Maserati costs. Nobody goes to the Maserati dealership trying to work out a deal. So why do guys, try to work out a deal? But if it's certain things, you just know that that's going to cost. Like it is what it is.
There's difference between a cost and a payment plan. Guys do not mind spending. Guys honestly don't mind spending money. Guys do mind if that money, if that investment turns into a payment plan. Now that we went out on the first date, and hypothetically, Ebony, what's the minimum on the first date? 400, 300? What's the minimum?
No,
No, for
I've
real, what's the
seen
minimum?
I've seen some $150 dates. I've seen
I
that.
could go with that.
Okay, so what happens on the payment plan is, oh, girl, we went out here and he spent $500. Now the next day comes and I want to Netflix and chill, and you looking at me crazy like, well, we not gonna go out to so and so. First of all, I'm not gonna spend $500 on you a night. That ain't happening. So guys don't mind spending money. They do mind payment plans.
I've never heard of this payment plan.
I've never
Did you
heard
just
that
make that
either.
up, Romeo?
I can understand the concept. I do understand the concept, and I do agree, Romeo. But here's the thing: so they mind the payment plans, but the payment plans come into play when the guys aren't being direct. Like if you say, "Okay, we going to the restaurant, we gonna eat today, but tomorrow we going to Netflix and chill." Like you have to be upfront and very direct with what you're talking about.
But
Tomorrow,
when you're courting, I'm not Netflix and chill, period. You're not there yet. You're
and
courting.
right,
You're getting
but
Oh,
even when you are courting, even when you are courting and you're not Netflix and chill, if the guy has intentions on doing Netflix and chill, he needs to say that, and then we can cut to the chase, because a lot of people will stop wasting their time, because if that's what you're interested in and that's not what I'm interested in, we can solve that problem right now. We can solve that
we
problem right then
can.
and there. Yes, I'm not interested in Netflix and chill. Thank you for my date yesterday, but I'm not doing that with you.
Yeah, my second
I
date
don't think these
definitely
are
not
problems.
Netflix and chill. Definitely not.
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
that's a
wow,
negative.
really?
So
No, I'm not going to
courting
your house.
versus
I don't
dating.
even know you. I know zero about you. We went on a first date and
Yeah.
you think we going to Netflix and chill? Negative. No, that's not gonna happen.
Nah.
That cuts
No.
to the chase. That cuts to the chase. Like, listen, we're going to dinner,
Mm-mm.
but tomorrow I want to Netflix and chill. No, that's not what we're doing, because that's not what I'm about. So if that's what you were expecting, we can just stop right now. We don't even have to go on the first date.
But see,
But
I don't
that's
think most
just
guys.
being clear.
I think
Go
a
ahead.
guy will know the type of woman he's dealing with. I've never been asked to Netflix and chill on a second date. Like they know that that's not going to happen. So this is all cool, but I think how you present yourself, a guy's going to respond to you in that way. I think, and if they don't, then you just share with them that that's not the case. But I don't think. I think men know by the way a woman carries herself what type of way he has to approach her. You all are very smart when it comes to that, Romeo. I'll give it to you.
You saw the comments
I
I
got
put
a
on
question.
Facebook.
I got a question. Yeah. How much courting and me spending my money has to happen before you comfortable? Before the female.
Well, I mean, it
How much
depends.
courting
It
and me
depends on the
spending my
person.
money?
It depends on the
Average,
person, but that
average.
brings me to it just depends. Like it definitely is I think Steve Harvey said there's like a 90-day rule. So if you're getting to know
Shit.
somebody over 3 months, Romeo, you're not Netflix and chilling with a chick that you're trying to get to know. But you know what? You have told me certain girls you do certain things with. Is that not true?
That's true. That's
Okay,
true.
okay. So I'm saying like it's all about how the girl presents herself. But that brings me to actually today's reality check. I have Pastor Calvin from Married at First Sight is going to join me today at 8 o'clock on Reality Check. So you guys be sure to check into that. Would any of you be open to being on Married at First Sight?
What is it?
This-
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Married at First
No.
Sight. It's a show. It's a reality show where you meet the person that you talk to these experts. You tell them what you're interested in as far as a partner. They find a partner that they feel is compatible with you, and you guys actually get married when you meet each other. You're actually at the altar. It's a really popular show.
Can they
It comes on
introduce
Lifetime.
me to like a Jeff Bezos or somebody like I'll marry somebody like that at first sight, like, cause I know he ain't gonna have a lot of time, so he gonna be over there doing whatever it is that he needs to do, and I can sit back and Netflix and chill by myself. I'm just saying. I wouldn't.
You know,
be interested in
it's
it, though. Go ahead, Mama.
it's so funny because me and Crystal can talk like this, so it's different between her and I. But it's just so funny because females, y'all national anthem is if I'm correct, get that head, that bread, then leave. That's the new national anthem. Get that leave.
Is that a female
The
national
national
anthem?
on
I've
top
never
of
heard
WAP,
that.
you know, you got to have the WAP. You know, got to
Never
get
heard
that.
that.
So it's interesting to me that a female can determine whether or not. So let me ask you this: can a man be genuinely pissed off if a female goes on 3 dates? Let's say he spends up to $1,000 in total on 3
Okay.
dates,
Okay.
and then after the third date, she decides, well, I don't think this works out for me. He could be pissed off, right? Or is that just
Off, but who
courting?
cares? Yes, he.
I mean, what is that going to do? I could be pissed off that I wasted three days. I mean, but you know what? Romeo, it's a difference between like if he spent. It's not the money. It's what he's doing. If he spent 3 days, but 2 of those days where we went to a strip club, that's not the kind of date I want to go on. There are some chicks that may want to, but I don't want to go to the strip club. Now, if he's taking me to, a nice dinner, like I don't know, like a museum or something like that, that's different. Horseback riding, everybody knows I like to do that. But I'm not, it's not necessarily the money, it's the way he's presenting himself and the dates. I don't want to suggest that it's only the money because that's not what it is. It's the time. Did he spend the time to actually plan? To me, courting is about him showing that he's interested. It's different than, because chasing, he could just be trying to chase to get to the WAP. You know what I mean? Like that could just be that's not a court. That's he just chasing to get to that. Like that's 2 different things.
Yeah. That's why my new first date rules now is basically Starbucks. Every girl, Starbucks. And if you don't want to go to
That's
Starbucks
so
with
lame.
me and sit down, no. How is it lame? Because I want to sit down and have a conversation. I want to get to know you. I want to be able to talk without the distractions of things. How is that lame when I want to have a conversation? Oh,
You
is it
really
because
want to
I'm
talk,
only
Romeo?
spending? Yep. Is it only because I'm spending $25? Am I lame? Come on now. See, women got it messed up. Come on, Taru. Come through, Taru. Thank you.
No. The reason that it's lame is because a lot of times guys do that if they're trying to like test the girl and see how she is. I've had a guy when I was dating online say, let's meet at Starbucks.
For some reason, I cannot hear Crystal at all.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. You said you had a guy.
Yeah. You need to hit me.
Yeah, but then when they see the person
you,
or they
fellas.
actually like them, now they want to go get something to eat. I'm just saying, if you have conversation with a person on the phone, which you should before you go out, you should have conversation. Romeo, you know if that girl is going to be worth you taking to dinner or not. Like, come on, you know
No.
women. Yes, you do. I swear you do.
Okay. Okay, y'all. We got a host. I mean, we got a host. We got a guest coming
Man.
at 45. Facebook is off the hook.
Man.
So Lee Klein
Facebook,
want to know how come it's only
Crystal
one
started
guy
it.
on the show.
Hold on a second, because Taru said this is why there are so many frustrated and angry women out there that keep putting a price tag on your time, and it gets depreciated. Come through,
It will.
Taru. I need to be on. Hey, Taru need to be on today. Crystal can't leave and stuff. Matter of fact, hey,
Lee
Don't
Klein
you-
had a great comment. I want
Nope,
to go back to it. Oh, wait. Good morning, guys.
Miss Antonio.
Good morning, Antoine. But I want to go back
Good
to
morning. Good morning.
Good
They said
morning.
most women are more aggressive than men nowadays, so
Antoine.
we're going to come back to that.
No,
I'll put
no.
a pin in that. But good
No,
morning,
we're not.
Antoine. No, we
Mr. Thompson. Before
We
we
got
jump
to
in,
behave.
I got another brother on the show. I can't ask my man a question. I got to ask my man a question. Now, sir, I got a question. Real talk. Are you married? Are you married, sir? Are you married?
I'm not married. I was married. I just recently got engaged again.
Okay, so let me
Congratulations.
ask you this. Is there anything wrong as a man if my first date I want to take you to Starbucks and talk to you and get to know you and have great conversation before I spend my money? Is that considered a cheap date as a man?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you go to a movie could be 30 to 25 to 40 bucks. You know, by the time you spend popcorn and that's about 30 bucks if you don't go out to eat. So, I mean, it all depends on what you're looking for. If it's just an intro, I don't think it's wrong. If you meet a sister at work, you got Starbucks at work, you know. So, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for.
It's an intro. It's an intro, ladies. Learn that.
Okay,
Okay,
I
go
don't
ahead,
have a
Portia.
problem with Starbucks dates. I don't, because you can really sit and talk and focus on that person and get to know them over coffee, over a Danish. You don't have to be nothing that fancy. So I personally don't have a problem with Starbucks dates. I just don't. So
And sometimes, I mean, I remember I had a situation before that I actually did that. I thought she was a friend. I didn't know she was really trying to hit on me till like a year later. So sometimes sometimes it's a soft intro. You know, it depends on the situation. I thought it was just a business meeting. Next thing I know, she said, "You didn't even notice I was trying to talk to you. We were at coffee, but I didn't think anything about it."
what
I have
happened?
Come on,
friend
brother.
like that.
Come on through.
What happened with that situation? Is that your fiance now?
I wind up talking to her about a year or so later, but I didn't know. I said, I don't pay that stuff attention. You know, you got to come. I'm one of them guys. You got to be coming at me. I don't like them too aggressive, and I don't like them too unaggressive or non-assertive. So like a middle
Come on
ground.
now. Come on now. Come on now.
But I'm off the market now.
He
So.
like a man.
He want to make sure the ladies know, don't come at me anymore. I'm good. I'm straight.
I'm off the market because he knows his
I'm
fiance
off
is
the market.
Yeah, I'm off. Welcome to the show, Antoine Thompson. Antoine is the National Executive Director of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, which happens to be the largest African American, lost my place, the largest African American, one more time, real estate professionals in the U.S. He is a partner with the Creative PMO Solutions, a consulting firm that focuses on diversity, inclusion, and advocacy work. Welcome to the Rolling Out AM Morning Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about real estate, right? So, you're also an Alpha Phi Alpha 2 Greek fraternity. But so let's talk about real estate. How can we make sure we're putting our money where it needs to be in 2021? How can we build wealth in 2021? Because we all need to know where the money resides.
Yeah. So So first, let me say Happy New Year to everyone. Please stay safe. It's really crazy out here with everything that's going on around the country. But yes, this is a great opportunity to buy land in America with the economy being the way it is. There are opportunities to buy government-owned property. A lot of cities that you're in, they have what they call municipal tax foreclosures. Think about those. You can go to different sites like auction.com and others. There's a lot of property. Actually, right now in the United States, over 3 million people are in some form of forbearance for a mortgage as of late of COVID-19. And what they're saying is that between this year and next year, there are going to be millions of people who are at risk of foreclosure. Now, we know that we want people to try to save their home. Unfortunately, some people won't. So that's a great opportunity for investment. The second thing is that what you also want to think about is areas where you want to go to areas where development has not reached, because oftentimes government will tell you over the next 10 years this is where we're going to invest. So you want to be ahead of it. You don't want to wait until they get critical mass in a particular area. Say, for example, in Detroit, or if you're in Atlanta, or if you're in Buffalo, or you're LA. You don't want to wait until they got all the skyscrapers and all the multifamily units. You want to be there early. And there's a lot of resources out there for people, and this is really important. Most, if you want to buy a house, you can really buy a house in America with only 3% down and only a 620 credit score. Most people think you need 20% down and a 700 or 800 credit score, and that's simply not true anymore.
So if we already own a house, can I get my money back and refinance? Put down 10%? Can they give me? Okay. Anyway, so tell us.
You can't. You know what? That's a good thing. You can. If you're looking to do some investing, you don't have a lot of cash and you got decent credit in this market. If your house is appreciated, you can refinance. Maybe take $5,000 to $10,000 in that equity out from a refinance effort. If you get some money back, and then take that money and put it towards a down payment of an investment property. People do that every day. Still make sure that you maintain a fixed rate mortgage so you don't hit a cliff in case something bad happens. But you can do that, and we have a lot of members of our association that we call our members realtors, and that can help you. And there are a lot of good folks that can help you buy property. That's the number one way that we build wealth in the country. The other thing I want you all to think about, in the United States of America, the black homeownership rate as of September 30th was 76% for whites compared to 46% for black people. That's a 30-point gap. That's what a lot of this stuff is about that you're saying, is the African Americans are ascending in power. We're growing in the population, and we have to close that racial wealth gap to owning real estate. We got to own more hotels. We got to own more. A lot of these shopping centers are closing, these small little plazas. Great way to buy a small plaza, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. A lot of our black businesses do not own the space that they rent every day. People can come together and buy some of these little multi-family, commercial buildings, little, 10, 5 to 6 storefront commercial properties for a little money. And oftentimes you can get government, local government, and state government money to purchase them and fix them up.
Tell us, how do we do that? Give us some practical steps, like what's 1, 2, and 3, especially right now during COVID. A lot of people are on unemployment. We don't necessarily have the means, the funds, or whatnot to move around. How do we do something like that? Because
so the first thing you want to do is go to nareb.com and try to find you a black real estate professional that is not only black, but is conscious. And if they don't know the answer, they know how to find out the answer, and we can help with that. The second thing is, don't be scared. You got to be a little scared when you want to invest, but don't be too scared, because a lot of times there are resources out there, but you want to get a good real estate professional. You want to get you a nice team. Make sure that whether it's accountant or a little attorney that can work with you on putting your team together, and then you just got to have the vision to go out there and do it, because there are a lot of resources out there. And if you find a real estate professional that's not good, I often encourage people to at least get 2 or 3 real estate people, and then just do your homework, because it's not that it's rocket science. Some of these situations you can actually get people to help you and want to put their money into it. Is you get 4 or 5 people. Say you need $100,000 to purchase a building, right? And you need 20,000. You get 4 friends, you good. It's easier to come up with 20,000 than it is to come up with 4 people than try to do it by yourself. So don't be afraid to do that. Your network is your net worth, and your network sometimes is bigger than you realize. It might be saying, "Hey, I got $20,000 in credit card access, right? So maybe some people take that 5,000 out, right? So they take 5,000 cash and they say, "Hey, do you got another 5?" Somebody may say, "I got 2,500 in cash, and maybe I could borrow the other 2,500, or maybe I might tap in there." So there are a lot of creative ways on how you can get that currency to get that 100,000 to buy that commercial building. You can do it. You just need the right black real estate person known as a realtor to guide you through that process.
I have a
Okay.
question. When we talking
Go
about
ahead, ma'am.
question, can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when you're talking about sales tax, and what that is most cities, every city I believe do it. And so if somebody's losing their property because they haven't paid their taxes correct, they have up into 2 years to go back and get their property. So you hold on to it until the 2 years, and then after the 2 years, then it is at that point released, correct? So within that time of the 2 years, there's your time to save money for that investment, because you have to give them 2 years. I believe that's in every state. I know for a fact it's in Illinois. I do
Some
know that it's
some
in Texas.
some states, every municipality and state is different. You have to be very careful on which one. Some even when they do foreclose on it, in some states, some cities sell your property. Some will allow you to up to 6 months. Some will allow you up to a year. Every municipality and state is different. But yes, you are right. Don't assume because they have foreclosed and sold your property that everything is over. The other thing about it is a lot of municipalities and states allow you to work out a payment plan, and oftentimes people are afraid to follow up with their local officials. When I was on the city council in Buffalo, I was a council member. I would often help our constituents get an extension, right? They can write a letter, they can call the tax department and actually get your property removed from foreclosure. Or if they foreclose it, they can put it in the city inventory and put a hold on it. So that will then allow you to actually buy your property back from the government at a cheaper rate than it would be on an open market. There's a lot of little things that happen that can be done to protect people in their house. Yeah, the city can actually, even though they're going to foreclose that property, they can actually strike it to the city or local government so it does not get bid on by the private market. They can actually do that.
So
Absolutely.
That's
Facebook,
That's
another little
actually,
tip.
yes,
yeah, that's a
Facebook
smart way
is
because you can buy
checking
your
in.
property back.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Portia.
Yeah,
That was a
so
good point.
that happens for developers. Sometimes white developers, more often white developers than black, they will try to buy properties before it hits negotiate with the owner, or sometimes they will ask the city or local government, can they strike it to the government because they want to use it for a development deal? And that happens all the time. And that our people just don't know that process. So for those who are listening, if you see a property, you're worried about getting outbid on it, talk to your local council member or your mayor and ask them, can they strike that property to the city so you can have a fair chance of being able to bid that? Some local governments do that, some of them don't.
Hmm. Great information. So Facebook is checking in, and Lily Klein has a comment. And they said, I can understand what he is saying and all, but due to the current state of the situation that is going on, it's tough talking about spending large amounts of money. What Antoine is saying is really good stuff to hold in your mind, but 2020 has changed the way things are going right now. They said to me, it's a time to plan to buy, but not buy just yet. What do you say to that answer?
No.
I disagree.
No. Let me tell you two things. Number one, I have seen in my personal social media pages more black people buying houses this year than I have seen in the last 11 years that I've been in real estate 9 years. Secondly, smart investors are buying up properties now. All the major industry people are saying, get your money right, get your credit right, start buying. Yes, if you're doing like a multi-family unit, you got to be careful on who you rent to. But assets, this is a great time to buy assets. You are not going to be able to find assets this cheap, particularly multi-family and commercial, over the next 2 to 3 years. It hasn't happened like this probably since the 1980s. That's what the industry experts are saying. So get your money right, get your team right, build a good team. Somebody that may be a contractor, somebody that may know finances, somebody that knows how to negotiate real estate deals. And always you want to have a friend that's an attorney. I have lots of friends that are attorneys. Everybody got a different role. And so you want to make sure that you are making smart investments now. Some people have bought property, they're trying to get out of it. And so they got a good property, but they can't sustain their tenants not buying, right? So you're going to be able to get deals now that you normally would not have gotten and as this economy turns around in the next 6 months. That's going to be too late. The economy is projected to pick up dramatically in the next 6 to 9 months. Then it's going to be too late. You got to build your team now and buy while the market is good.
I definitely agree with that. For sure.
Yes, absolutely.
The interest rate is at a all-time low. Like, you never seen interest rates this low before. So it's like if you keep
and they're
waiting,
projecting, and to that point, they're projecting that interest rates are going to be under 3% for possibly the next 3 to 5 years. So this is great. If you're thinking about buying a house, this is great. You got to share that information with people. Make sure they get a fixed rate mortgage. There's all black people to get a fixed rate mortgage because you protect yourself. All right, pay it off early to get a fixed rate. And the other thing is, as you just indicated, the interest rate is going to be long for a few years. So we have to educate our people. The interest rate is low, and you can if you want to go conventional, you want to put 20% down. That's fine. That's good. But most people can get a 2.5 interest rate with 3% down, a decent interest rate, and they can go FHA. If they got good credit, they go for conventional. FHA, 620 credit score or less, 3% down. No reason not to do it, especially if you're in business or you've been working at the same place for 2 years. That's simple.
So I want to, before you get out of here, I want to definitely go back to Facebook because Facebook is blowing up. And then I want to touch back on the team because you briefly went over the people that you need on your team, but I want to go back to it before we get out of here. So Don Kelly says it's important to buy equities in real estate when the market is down. Our folks need this type of training so bad. Thank you. D. Shields said folks are leaving. Many are relocating overseas. Property and homes for sale everywhere. Marcus made a reference to Bitcoin rising. And Lily Klein came back and said, oh, that was something different. Don Kelly said, our next move is to try and buy a commercial building so we can expand into number 2 site, until their number 2 site. So Facebook is definitely checking in and definitely feeling you and what you're saying. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing that information. But like I said, before you get out of here, let's talk about the team that you need once you jump into this business. Like, who are all the people that need to be on our team, readily accessible, teaching us, advising us, all of that great stuff?
So number one, you look at your network and within your immediate sphere. And if you don't have people that own property, there's always always an old uncle, somebody at your church, somebody's mom or dad that used to own property, that own a lot of property. Look for a mentor, somebody that can show you, because that's the best capital, that intellectual capital, that network is part of your net worth. The other thing is you wanna also make sure you got a lender, whether it's if you're trying to buy a house or if you're trying to buy something commercial, you want to find out from your network, hey, who helped you? How'd you do that? How, I don't have a whole lot. I only got $2,000 or $3,000, right? But you'll be surprised. People will tell you how they did it. Some people may be able to tell you, hey man, just tell them all I got 3,000. You want will they hold the mortgage for you? People will do that for you once they know you got some skin in the game. So you want to have a good network. Then you also want to get you a couple contractors that's good contractors that got some references. So if you're thinking about going into do some development, whether you're trying to buy a property, you got to have a crew. The same way you got the crew you go to church with, you got the crew you go to the club with, the crew you go to the game with, right? You got to have a crew you're going to do some real estate with. So and that also includes a good agent. You want a good realtor, somebody that that can steer you. If they hear about something, they always thinking about protecting you and making sure when you do a deal that you don't lose your shirt, that you make informed. That's the number one reason why you want to have a real estate professional, because you want somebody to help you look at all the angles. You ultimately make the decision, but they're gonna give you the parameters of this might happen, that might happen. The basement might not be good. It may take 3 or 4 years for you to get your money back. You want to have that real estate expert, and then you also want to have that individual that's been through it, right? That's they had some wins and they had some losses, and they ain't got to be a multi-millionaire. They may just own 3 or 4 properties. Don't always wait because you got to go to some mega real estate tycoon. There's a lot of people in the hood that own 20, 30, 50 properties. That's your resource. Yeah, that dude that you went to high school with, he might be an undercover millionaire. He own property, but because he ain't wearing no Brooks Brothers suit, you think he ain't making it. That's the one that got the money. Don't be afraid to ask.
You talking about?
That's right. There's a lot of barbershop. I have a lot of friends. Shout out to all the barbershop owners. There's a lot of barbershop owners that own real estate. There's a lot of police officers and firefighters that own real estate. Talk to them. You'll be surprised who's willing to teach you how to make money. It's that easy. That's how you build your team.
Well, we definitely appreciate you coming on the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call, dropping some jewels early in the morning, January 11th, telling us and teaching us how to make sure we are knowing where our money is residing and making it grow. So definitely thank you so much for coming on. We got to come back. This is some great information. Like I said, Facebook is blowing up about it. You have some wonderful information. Let's do this again. Thank you so much for coming on. How can people find more information about the association that you're a part of, as well as just follow your movement?
Yes, they can go to nareb.com. Many of our members and our leadership team, our president-elect, all of them own real estate. I own real estate. Actually working on trying to buy some more real estate right now. We do workshops, seminars, and we have members in over 100 cities across the country. So get involved. Black wealth matters, and Black homeownership definitely matters. Thank you. And shout out to Taru for having me on this morning.
Hey, Taru. Shout out to Taru. Thanks so much, Anton. We definitely appreciate you. Take care. We'll check in with you soon. Okay. Okay, Romeo. Yeah, we can't hear you no more.
Hey, Ebony.
Okay,
What's up?
You hear me? Hey, I'm gonna pick you up. I want to take you on a date to Nouveau, so we can sit down and have. See? Never mind. I see I got laughed at already. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, jeez, Romeo.
It's 9:09 a.m. on the Rolling Out AM morning show.
Everybody,
y'all saw how genuine I was.
That conversation.
Y'all saw that?
That was a great conversation about how to build wealth, y'all. I hope y'all was taking notes and writing
it definitely was.
Internalizing that stuff, because that's some free game. So go
And
apply
some
it.
of it, you just have to do your
It,
own homework, though. I think you have to start doing your own homework. Don't wait until a realtor lead you. When I started doing my investment properties, I took up a real estate class, and that real estate class prepared me for when I started to purchase my property. Because real estate agents, they're amazing, but you have to have your own knowledge because it is a game, and you have to know how to play it. When we're talking about sales taxes, you have to know you don't buy that property right then and there. You should know about auctions where you can go in and buy property for $5,000, for $20,000, and within 30 to 60 days, that property becomes yours once you've paid for it. You should know about buying your property back if your mortgage is too high. You should know how to go back and buy your property back for half the amount that you were already paying. So there's so many different levels of real estate, and trying to figure out, hey, do I just want to buy land and then build on that and go ahead and get a construction loan so where they'll pay for the construction, they'll pay for how I want my house designed. It's so many different avenues, but first we have to educate ourselves. Interest rates are 2.7% now. That is a all-time the lowest I've seen since I've been in the real estate game, and I've been in there for several years now, at least 10. So with that being said, you have to know real estate though. It's just not let me go get a realtor. No, educate yourself so that nobody can tell you
but
certain things. You need to know the comps.
you know what was different between him that I liked. The only problem that I have with the conversation that most of them are giving, they're unrealistic conversations, right? Nobody like he said, hey man, these storefronts, get a group of your friends, do this, whatever. What I've been seeing, because I've been seeing a lot of real estate stuff pop up, but I've been seeing it in the fact of, hey, you can do this and you can do that. First of all, that's you talking about 2018 money. That's this pandemic money. This ain't 2017, 18 money. This
We got $600.
2019, 21 money. You know what I'm saying? This $600 money. So at least when it comes to these companies and real estate, at least tell me what's possible like today, like right now. Don't give me what was or what has been because that's stupid. But I agree with you, Ebony. I really do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and you
sometimes it's just moving money too. Hey, maybe because if it's sitting in different accounts, if it's sitting in a savings account, if it's sitting in 401k, you can take that money and invest it and double what you already have in the bank or with your 401k. So there's so many different avenues that you can take when we're talking about real estate. And I think a lot of us just don't know that, a lot of times people think, well, I don't have $20,000 to give in real estate. But the reality of it is when you're paying a mortgage and it all equals out to that same amount, or you're paying rent and it equals out to that same amount, you can take that and it now becomes your own. But now more than ever, because of the pandemic, you're going to start to see a lot of restaurants are going out of business. Hotels, you've never been able to go in and buy a hotel for $1 million. That's unheard of. And think about the things that come from that. So I think it's just a lack of us knowing. Go back and start doing some research on real estate because everybody know real estate, that's old money.
Okay,
That's money.
so Ebony, you're gonna have to come on and give us a rundown, like maybe every Monday, some type of business tip, some type of real estate tips, type of did you know? No, seriously, because a lot of the times we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
it. I was in corporate America for some years before I knew I can go in my 401k and pull out some money. Now, the first time I pulled out some money was for some bull crap. Because that's what you do. That's what because you got to learn, right?
Yeah.
The second time I pulled out some money was for some bull crap too. But the third time the third time I pulled out some money, it was for some real estate. So a lot of people don't necessarily know that's your money, and yes, you can spend it how you want to spend it now, but invest
Absolutely.
in something that's going to create some more money. Because right now it's sitting in that 401k, and it's not necessarily doing something for you, and you might not make it to the end where you can get all your money and spend all your money. So I want my money now. Anyway.
Agreed. And then too,
Hmm.
SBA is giving loans to small businesses, especially if you're a female and you're African American. It's super easy to go in and get a loan through SBA. You have to have a business plan, of course. You have to have some type of skin in the game, to where you can say, well, hey, I've owned this business for a year. I've owned it for 6 months. This is what the business has made. You have to have a exit strategy. A lot of times people go through hard money lenders where you come in with the exit strategy and you give so many points. They give you so many points. So they might say, hey, we're going to give you 10 points. And that 10 points mean that you have to pay 10% back in interest. So there's so many different ways that you can get money. Again, it's just doing your own due diligence to see what that looks like.
I love it, love it, love it. Thanks, Ebony. We definitely appreciate those jewels as well.
Sound like
What time is it? Y'all
sound
are
like
rocking with rolling
sound
out
like
and
somebody about to
what?
yeah.
Sound like somebody
No,
about to
sound
what?
like somebody about to buy a new building, man.
Oh, say that.
I
It's on the way.
apologize.
Yes, on the way.
Keep on winning. It's our winning season. I said that it's our winning season. So now that you're
And
rolling out and wake up call with your host, Portia Monique, Ebony Austin, Romeo International. Let's go with this yo social report, Romeo. What's up? What's going on?
two things before we jump into the social report. One, Ebony owe me. Ebony owe me big time. Ebony, I must really love Ebony and Nuvo because one of her competitors called me yesterday and want me to be a resident at their spot, and I told them no because I love Ebony, and I literally said that. I said, nah, I can't do that. Like on your same street. I was like, nah, Ebony not about to get in my ass. Nope, that ain't happening. So you owe me. Number,
I guess I owe you. First, you got to get to Nuvo though, Romeo. You got to get there first.
you right. Number two, man. Shout out to a friend of the family, man. Shout out to Head Crack. I'm happy. I'm so freaky happy right now. Ricky Smiley went on the air this morning and he passed the baton. He passed the morning show over to Head Crack. Head Crack is now running the 6 a.m. morning show on Hot 97, and they made it official. Ricky Smiley christened him. He said the morning show is all yours, and he stepped away hardcore. I love it, man. So shout out to the New Culture Club on Hot 97. Shout out to my man Big Tigger and the new crew, Miss Basketball on V103. I'm on y'all ass. Y'all better watch it. We on y'all ass. But let's jump into the social report. We're gonna go with go ahead. Oh yeah, it was a beautiful
I
thing.
didn't know that about Ricky Smiley. So okay, congratulations, Head Crack. Why? I wonder why he
Well,
would do that.
because he got passed on to and this is the beautiful thing about who black men who want to see young black men succeed. So as you know, Tom Joyner, he passed his baton to Ricky Smiley. So Ricky Smiley took over the Tom Joyner national syndication. Well, Ricky Smiley decided that there's no reason for me to hold on to the Atlanta syndication. I'm going to give it to Head Crack because he deserves it. So it's kind of like, yeah, I took another step up. I could have kept the Atlanta syndication. He really could have just kept it. But he decided to give it to Head Crack and allow him to use his vision on what he wants to see. And it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I almost cried. It reminded me of when Frank Ski passed it down to me. But let's go. We're gonna jump to the social report. Ebony still owe me. I want Thursday night. Okay, so let's start with this. See what happened when white people mess up. A black woman is now officially named the U.S. Capitol Police acting chief following the riots. That's right. After those riots, somebody had to go. So basically, what happened was the former Chief Stevenson he resigned. And then the next day, assistant chief, and this is how you know she's a black woman. You're gonna da. Stop. I'm trying, Ebony. Okay. YOGAN Anda Pittman. Uganda Pittman.
Just
A black
Miss
woman was
Pittman
named
is fine.
Miss. Look, I tried.
Miss Pittman. Mhm.
It has been named acting chief. Uh, she's leaving the role of assistant chief. She takes over today, and her first statement today was, "This will never happen again, especially on my watch." And we want to give her a round of applause because they said, "Look, we need to put somebody black. we we need to put a black woman in charge of this security stuff."
She said it's handled. That's her hashtag. Miss Pittman is handled. Okay, that's her hashtag. That's what's
Cause
up.
she would have did the typical black mama move and stood at the door like with the screen door open. "Oh, you ain't coming in this house. I don't know. Y'all not coming in here.
Board. Usher board.
Take your little friends. Take your little friends outside. Take your little friends somewhere else."
Absolutely.
Next up, so every year the president, which I didn't know, it's an actual thing. Every year the president gets to pardon somebody. Every end of a president's 4 years, he gets to pardon people. So Trump is considering pardoning Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Apparently, as he gets ready to leave, there were two. The White House says that there was two recognizable figures in hip hop on his pardon list: Kodak Black and Lil Wayne. On top of his pardon list was his chief of staff, Mark Stevens, his senior advisor, Stephen Miller, his daughter, Ivanka Trump, and his social media director, who done got him banned from everything, Dan Scavino. So these are the 8 people that's on his pardon list: 2 black rappers, and his family, and the person that ran his social media. So these 7 people, 8 people will be pardoned, and they will not be subject to any law. It stands. Here's the funny part: it can't be overturned. It actually stands. He can pardon them, and they cannot be charged or recharged for the crime that they committed.
Okay. Yeah. No comment.
So Kodak Black, you're coming home.
Hey, but
Last
your headline says he's considering. So does that mean he's made the decision to do it, or is he still considering?
Well,
Right.
I guess he's made the decision to do it. The review has to still come from those body of people, so they still get to get the review.
Okay.
But he's made the decision to also do it.
Okay.
Last but not least, right now at least 25 domestic terrorism cases have been opened. We've seen over the weekend a lot of people have been caught. I will give them credit for making it swift. The Democratic Party says with the Capitol being breached that they will not have the Capitol in chaos going into January the 17th, when President Biden and Vice President Ms. Harris take office. I was watching all the commentary, and the only one that stood out this weekend was Shaq. NBA player Shaq. NBA player Shaq went on television and said, unless you're gonna give, he said, how many years do a black person get for this? 15. How many years does a black person get for this? 30. Shaq said, unless you about to give everybody 25 years, don't tell us who you arrested. And a lot of people agree with him. Unless you about to give these people the max, like, hey, yeah, y'all gonna go to trial, but you're gonna get the max. Shaq said there's no reason in announcing everybody you're arresting, because what you're gonna do is when you arrest them and then you announce to America the years that they're getting, and if people feel they're not sufficient, then you're gonna upset the nation again. So he said it'd be best for the country to go ahead and set the years so that everybody knows that everybody's going to get 20 years. Everybody's going to get 25 years. What do y'all think about that? Do you think the government should set the years, regardless of what they, well, this person only stole this or this person only broke a window? Should they set the years so that it's an even across the board?
Yep. I
think
agree.
so.
Yeah.
They have to set an example. They set an example with us all the time. So where is their
Who
example?
was that? Tell them to get on camera, Ebony. We heard him say they need to set an example. He right. Yes, for sure.
Got to.
I wasn't going to tell your secret, Ebony.
Yeah, federal.
It wasn't. I ain't have a secret. I did not have a secret, but no, I do think that that they should. I mean, it's ridiculous. If that had been us, it would be over.
Okay.
It didn't matter if we threw a rock
And-
at the window. It wouldn't matter if we walked 10 feet close to it. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I agree.
And,
No parole. Go ahead.
No, I was watching social media and I did see that some of the terrorists are on no-fly lists. So they were in the airport, they were trying to, leave and go back home, whatever it was. But they found out when they got to the airport that they were on the no-fly list. So guess what, sir? You can't fly when you do domestic terrorism. So go rent a car. Hopefully you're not on a do not rent to list. I found out the hard way that there was a do not rent to list. That was in my
Really?
life. Really.
Okay.
So hopefully you're not on a do not rent to list and you can get you a car and you can drive back home. So
I'm happy that they was moving. I'll be honest. I did not expect them to move that quick. I expected them to move quick.
Nobody. Right.
Yeah, me either. But
I mean, I think it's a lot of things.
Right. But 2 days after, one day after, it was like after that one day, they let stuff settle. That next day, you heard arrest. Oh, okay.
It just seemed to me like it was overlay for the underplay when the FBI come talking about, we got $50,000 if you identify this person. You the FBI. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that just didn't sound right to me. Like, y'all the FBI. Y'all fine.
I'm telling on everybody. Y'all fine people.
Y'all lock them up. Y'all do investigations. Like, I don't even see how they plan this, and y'all don't even know about it. I'm just saying.
You know what? Did y'all see the one arrest with the mother? Did y'all see that one? The white mother came outside with her purse like, I can't believe that I can't believe that y'all gonna allow my son to get arrested after working for Trump. So I don't know if you saw the end of it, but she was about to get in the car, and the FBI was like, "Ma'am, he ain't going to jail. You can't. This ain't no go and bail somebody out and pick up. We take him straight to the feds. And that was mad. I tell you this. I tell you what I haven't seen, Portia and Ebony. I haven't seen an outrage of white people. Or have y'all seen it? I have not seen like an outrage of white people that are mad.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen it in spurts. I've listened in on conversations where there were other nationalities, and I did hear them talk about, they were outraged. They couldn't believe that this happened, but it's classism, right? Because the white people who are saying, I can't believe this happened, it's basically saying that, they dumb as hell. I can't believe they sitting over there believing all that dumbass shit. So I've heard some.
Okay.
I haven't, not really.
Right.
Yeah. But I did see that video you're talking about. The lady was like, he's a good man. Don't do that. He's a good man. He's a fine man. I saw it.
So basically what happened because y'all president set y'all up. He led y'all into the revolution, and then he backed out with the I didn't know. Oh, y'all need to stop now. Oh, y'all need to go home. But he set y'all up, and y'all believed it, and now he's not in office, and now he's fake.
But he said a quote. Oh, he made a statement and he told them that they should be arrested. After he set them up, he told them they should be arrested
He
for
set
what they
him
did.
up.
He set them
y'all
up. It was a full setup.
You okay? I'm at. Hold your arms
No,
up.
because
Y'all know I got kids.
like
Hold your arms up.
listen, like because what like listening to you and listening to Ebony, and in the back of my head, like common sense. Like I'm thinking about the people, and I'm trying to add common sense. Like, hey, go out there and steal that car, and then you steal the car. I ain't tell you to steal that car. What are you talking about? You ain't tell me to steal the car. Hey, take him to jail. What? Take me to jail? You told me to steal the car.
He
It's just
definitely
funny.
told.
It's just funny.
He's like,
Your
hey,
arms
everybody
up. Damn
to
it.
go to
Drink some
jail.
water.
Whew.
Anyway,
It's just funny.
you guys are rocking with the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. It's 9:30. Today is Monday, January the 11th. We on Motivational Mondays, Making Money Mondays. Let's get into my report, y'all. We had a fantastic person come on to tell us about where the money resides. Okay, let's switch gears. We was talking about her earlier. So this is Lori Harvey, and this is Michael B. Jordan, and they are displaying PDA. So they made an Instagram official. What y'all think? What y'all think? Some people are singing her praises and basically saying that Lori Harvey is a goat. She's out there owning her life. She's taking notes, kicking ass, doing whatever it is that she want to do at 23. She's the GOAT. She done dated the best of the best, so to speak, with this generation. Okay, she's finally settling on Michael B. Jordan. I think this is the first time that she's made Instagram official one of her relationships. Is that correct? Because she ain't never put nobody else up on Instagram, has she?
I don't want none of Lori Harvey's WAP. I don't know what type of WAP she got. I don't know what type of WAP she's slinging. But man, that shit gotta be gold. It gotta be gold WAP.
She
I
has
don't
like
want
the
none.
epitome of the WAP. Like she got the gold standard of the WAP. Like she got the
I will give her. Yep, I will give her salute. Look, I can't even say nothing bad because of who it is. I will give her salute. That's my partner. That's my homeboy. Only thing I can say is whatever she carrying, I don't want none of that because clearly they losing their mind. So nope, don't want that WAP.
Oh, Gerald Johnson. Hey, Gerald, thank you for the compliment on the show and welcome to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. But Gerald Johnson said, let's see how long it lasts. All right, Gerald. Hollywood relationship.
What you think, Ebony? Nah, Ebony didn't say what she think. What you think, Ebony? Nah.
I'm interested to see how long it lasts. I mean, it's Lori Harvey. What can I say outside of I'm interested to see how long it lasts?
And let's be clear. Hey, Marcus, right, Romeo, because she ain't playing. Let's be clear. Lori Harvey has had a different dude every year. I want to be clear. It ain't been like months and years of relationship. Every year from 2016, 17 to 2021, it's been a new dude. That girl is amazing. I don't want to talk to none of her friends. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to date nobody in her family. Whatever she's carrying is magical. Keep that.
So when you on dates now, Romeo, you gonna ask people if they know Lori?
Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna look at their
That's one of
profile,
the
and if they
questions at
follow Lori
Starbucks.
Harvey, yep. Because
One of the
I
questions
want you to
at Starbucks.
like I want you to think about this as a woman, and to give women credit, right? He did it, Future did it, Diddy did it, Diddy's son did it, Trey Songz did it. Like these dudes are posting her. She's not posting them. These dudes are initiating the post. She is Thanos. She's the one.
But Facebook is chiming in. Kathleen said her mama taught her right. I agree. I agree with that, Kat. Iris Baker said she's going after those that have money. And Iris also said Lori Harvey is being passed around and considered a gold digger. I don't know if the men would agree with that, because the men like it ain't tricking if you got it. And all the men that she been with got
Right.
it. So I don't know about that.
And
Like
who
mama,
said that?
like
A man
daughter.
or a woman?
Iris
Hey,
said
who
that.
said that?
Iris,
Okay, Iris.
Baker.
You know, I know you Team Romeo, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the difference. If Lori Harvey is being passed around, quote unquote, she's being passed around to championship rings. You can't consider her. You can't put her in the pass around category because she every year is an upgrade, and that's a. I want you to think about the status of Michael B. Jordan. For Michael B. Jordan to post that, his heart in it. You gotta think about it. That man's heart is in it. For Future to post his heart was in it. For Diddy to post his heart, like these dudes got their heart in it. That girl a witch. That girl's, hey man, stay away from Laura
Is
Harvey.
she worse than the
I don't want.
Kardashians? Is that what you're trying to say? What you trying to say?
Hey, there you go.
Say that.
There you go. She worse than the
Wait a minute.
Kardashian. There you go.
Iris said that girl is a hoe in rare form. Stop playing.
Oh.
Okay.
That
Just
part.
saying.
Period.
D.
No
Tell him,
comments.
D.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
glad
saying.
pass around it. Oh, yes, y'all. So, congratulations. I think this is the one that she should stick with. We were talking about it last night on the Wine Up that comes on Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Where we were talking about Louis Pettiford. But anyway, we were talking about it last night. I think this is the one that she should stay with. I think this is the one that she should have her kids with. He got just enough street, just enough intelligence, just enough savoir faire. After all, he is the sexiest man alive. Like, that's the one, boo. Like, if you gon' put all your eggs in the basket, put them in that one. Put them in that.
Who you gonna go to after that? Obama? You can't go nowhere else.
Get
Who you
you
go?
some babies real quick, like 4 of them.
Who you going
And
to?
then if you want to go off and do something else, and do that. Okay, we moving on. Producer was like, keep it moving. So y'all see here, Jasmine Sullivan and Issa Rae are plotting a short film for Jasmine's new album. Well, actually, she's calling it an LP that she dropped on Friday. It's called Hotel. So if y'all haven't heard it, go out, listen, stream it. It is definitely eye-opening for a lot of people, but it's telling the truth and it's fire. So Jasmine Sullivan dropped her LP on Friday. It's called Hotels. Then she went out and tweeted Issa Rae and was like, I would love to do a short film about my album, Hotels, all of this. Issa Rae tweeted her back and said, say less. Boom. So it looks like that's going to be in the works. And I can't wait for it. So Issa Rae has been one of many raving about her set, and now she looks poised and helps to bring the lyrics to life visually. Hopefully, we can see that very, very soon. And just so I can be clear, what Jasmine tweeted was, she said, what I would love is if me and Issa Rae did a hotel short film and I'd add a few extra songs, but I could just be dreaming. Never mind. Issa Rae came back and said, she said say less, but she said say the F less in true Issa Rae style. So I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to be tuning in. In more Issa Rae news, so she's just out here doing things, right? So it's 2021. It's our winning season. She ain't taking no shorts, and congratulations are in order again for Issa Rae because she has secured her seat at the table as new chair member for the TV Academy. So that's the Academy Award. So now we're adding some diversity to it. So she secured her seat at the TV Academy Executive Committee for the 2021 season. The Television Academy, which governs the Emmy Awards, announced the Rising Mogul is one of 6 new chair members of the executive committee. So she's received many Emmy nominations for her work on a Black Lady sketch show and her popular HBO comedy series Insecure. And she was famously quoted as saying, "I am rooting for everybody Black" during a red carpet interview in 2017. So congratulations to Issa Rae for continuing to show up, do her thing, be somebody to look up to, be very inspirational, and kicking down doors. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Romeo,
What y'all
why
got
you
to
was
say
making
about
those faces? I'm looking at Romeo's face when he was showing. What was
what
the
was he
faces for?
doing?
Oh, you didn't see those faces? He said, no.
You
Done.
listen to Hotels? Have you listened to Hotels? It's spelled Heaux. Ho, like it's French. Ho, is that ho? Is that ho? That ho over there. That ho. Hotels. Have you listened to it? It's fire.
She makes good
Romeo?
music, though.
I don't know.
I love her music.
I've
I bust the windows
always
out the
loved
car.
Jasmine.
Lions, tigers, bears. She makes really good music.
Yeah,
She
she
makes
said, y'all
great
gonna make
music.
me turn into a
Wonderful.
hoe. This she telling the truth. She said, I can't be a good girl no more. Y'all gonna sit over here and make me into a hoe because all the hoes is winning. So why should I sit back and be a good girl?
Well,
What y'all got to say?
every woman has tendencies. Tendencies.
She said hoes is over there winning. And y'all
They
gonna
they
make her into
they
a hoe.
they
That's all.
they are.
Hoes is winning.
Okay, I'm
Hoes
gonna
is women
They are.
winning. They
They
winning for sure.
they
So she said, y'all gonna
they
make
so
me
with
turn
it.
into a hoe. Anyway,
I
I
thought they was
appreciate
gonna
her music.
disappear. I thought they was going to disappear during the pandemic. Nope, they just upgraded
Oh
their
no, they
system. They
shit.
just
Listen, Hoes was like, I need some money, so we gonna get creative on this thing. Open up my
saying
hoe.
what? Hey no, hey Evan, you missed it last week. Me and Portia reported. She was a teacher, right? What was she? She was a judge or a teacher. The judge that started her OnlyFans. That's making 100K a month now.
She was a
What?
pastor.
She was a
She was
Not a
a
pastor.
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 Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Now she's
Okay.
pastoring everybody to her OnlyFans page. Let me tell you something. I can't wait till I release
And she
mine this
doing it
Thursday.
in her negligee and her
Oh,
nightgown, and
God.
she making a lot of money. I was supposed to do some homework on that. I forgot. Let me write that down. Let me do my investigative reporting and see what she's talking about. Cause I might have to
I
figure something out.
I'll send you a subscription for
Write that
mine, Ebony. I'll send you a subscription for mine.
I'm
down.
scared. I'm scared.
She said
Shh.
she was
Let me
bringing
tell you
in
something.
more money
I'm real
than
scared to see
rich.
yours.
Okay,
I'm
I
real
had to write that
scared.
down, y'all. Romeo,
That's my other life.
yeah,
Mm.
I'm gonna stay up
That's my
tomorrow night to watch some of your other life too. Romeo got the
Oh,
show on
tonight's gonna
Wednesday
be
night,
crazy.
y'all. It's not no,
Ooh.
it's tonight is Monday. You doing the show tonight?
Yeah, tonight at midnight. It's tonight at midnight.
Oh,
What show
right,
you doing
right,
so I
right.
can watch?
Tell us,
Plus, you
tell
might
us.
want to warn her. Uh, so it's called 12 a.m. It is a uncut conversation with exotic entertainers and dancers, where they have to answer 15 purely uncut sexually related questions. and it's interesting. And I'm talking about like it was so interesting. This one female was telling how where the man G spot is. I didn't even have no clue.
What did she say?
It's on
Uh-oh.
it's on the other end. Right. Hey, tonight I'll make sure. You know what? I'll DM you. Just put this tonight.
I think I know the answer to that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Hey.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
So
we're gonna tune in
but the funny,
midnight.
yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. But man, but tonight's gonna be a good one though, because tonight it features Lacey Jane, who is Caucasian and her boyfriend is black. Interesting.
Wow. You don't say.
So let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna tune in. If I'm not asleep, I'm tuning in, and we can find it where, Romeo, on the remix on your Instagram.
Yep, Remix Uncut. This is Remix Uncut, 12 a.m. Hey, this conversation is rated M for mature. This is a mature
I'm enjoying it.
conversation.
I want to
Instagram,
hear.
right? Tell us where to tune in. It's on your Instagram, right?
Instagram at Romeo International 1. I'm
right.
telling you, Portia. I think Portia clicked in for like half of a second. It was like, yeah, this too much.
Way too much. Way too much. But I'm a tune in because I need to, put my ear to the street, y'all.
Well, you know what? You know what? For the wind up, I gotta be honest. This is what I'm waiting on for the wind up. I'm actually waiting on for a male guest to come on to the wind up and Portia Monique and her friends not hold back. Cause y'all be holding back on some of the male guests. Y'all be letting them slide. I be waiting on y'all to get them too. I be waiting on them.
Okay. You gonna have to come on and coach us through how to not let them slide.
I'm scared of y'all. Oh no, I'm scared of all four of y'all. Nope, not happening.
Okay.
That ain't happening.
Let's get into this last story before we wrap for the day. So I don't even want to talk about her, but we're gonna talk about her because she came out and she talked to Gayle King, and we have a clip of it that's ready. Soho Karen, that was the lady that attacked the 14-year-old child, basically 14-year-old little boy, and it, said that he stole her phone or whatnot. She attacked him in Soho, New York, and she's speaking out. She spoke with Gayle King. Let's hear it. Can we hear it? I can't hear it.
The woman caught on camera physically attacking a black teenager and falsely accusing him of stealing her cell phone has been arrested in California. It happened last night. You might remember this video. Mia Ponsetto approached 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr. at a New York City hotel last month, accusing him of stealing her phone. His father, jazz musician Keon Harold, recorded the encounter and accused Ponsetto of racial profiling.
We have you see two black people?
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Now, the video shows Ponsetto trying to stop the teenager from leaving the hotel lobby and then rushing toward them. Hotel surveillance video shows the 22-year-old woman tackling Keon Jr. Now, he never had the phone. It turned up several minutes later at the hotel. New York City detectives went to California yesterday to coordinate Ponsetto's arrest in connection with the confrontation. She was contacted at a traffic stop in Ventura County near Los Angeles. Officials say that police had to pull her out of the car when she refused to get out. Now, in an exclusive interview, we had just done that interview yesterday afternoon. Her lawyer spoke with us before she was arrested. They told us that NYPD had not yet contacted them. Mia, help me understand. What made you think that Keon had your phone? That's why I'm confused. Why did you think he had it?
I was approaching the people that had been exiting the hotel because in my mind, anybody exiting is probably the one that might be the one that is trying to steal my phone. I admit, yes, I could have approached the situation differently or maybe not yelled at him like that and made him feel, maybe some sort of inferior way, making him feel as if I was like hurting his feelings, because that's not my intention. I consider myself to be super sweet. I really never ever meant for it to like hurt him or his father. either.
Are you saying that you were stopping everybody in the lobby, asking them about your phone? Is that what you're saying?
Not everyone, just the people that in the meantime, while the hotel manager was checking the footage, I just wanted to do my part as best as I could.
You just described yourself as super sweet. I know you've seen the video. When you look at the video, the reaction seems very extreme. It doesn't seem like it's someone who's super sweet.
How would you feel if you were alone in New York and you're going to spend time with your family during the holidays and you lose the one thing that gets stolen from you that has all of the access to the only way that you're able to get back home?
I just don't think I would randomly attack people, is what I'm saying to you. I know you said you could have handled it better, but I just don't think I would randomly attack people in the manner in which you did. What do you think when you look at that video? You're standing there in your leggings and your flip-flops, and it looks like you're just going nuts, for lack of a better word.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
I don't feel that is who I am as a person. I don't feel like this one mistake does define me, but I do sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, apologize that if I made the son feel as if I assaulted him, or if I hurt his feelings, or the father's feelings.
I don't believe one mistake defines anybody, but I think when I look at that particular video, you did more than just accuse him. The video seems to show that you physically attacked this young boy. You do see that too, right?
But at the end of the day, the dad did end up like slamming me to the ground and pulling my hair and throwing me and dragging me across the ground. So I will say that.
Yeah, but I think, the video we saw, it looked like you had just attacked his son.
Yeah, the footage shows me attacking his son. Of attacking him how? Yelling at him? Yes. Okay, I apologize. Can we move on?
I know you're saying I don't need to, I just want to apologize, but I do think that there should be some context to your actions that day.
Okay, so basically,
What's she talking to?
I'm a 22-year-old girl. Racism how is one girl accusing a guy about a phone a crime? Where is the context in that?
Mia,
what is the deeper
Mia,
story
it's
here?
not, that's not the problem. You have to at least understand your actions that day. You seem to have attacked this little boy, this young boy, this teenager. You seem to have attacked this teenager about the phone, and then it turned out he didn't even have your phone. That's the thing. I mean, you're saying, look, I'm 22 years old. You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22. I get it.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone. I did get my belongings returned to me.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All right, Gail. Enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
Okay. Okay, Gail, enough. Who's she talking to?
You got to do a recap, Portia.
Hey,
I
Gail.
couldn't hear none of. I didn't hear nothing.
Okay, so basically, little girl was trying to defend herself. She was trying to drag the dad through the mud and say that he tackled her and he pushed her to the ground. He pulled her hair. She was trying to deflect and say that she was not the aggressor in the situation, and she was trying to play victim. However, she couldn't pull it off because she wasn't sorry. She had no remorse in what she did. You could tell that. She couldn't pull off the damsel in distress story because she meant what she meant. And aside from that, TMZ had came on and they basically said that there was an incident that happened several years ago that involved her and her mama, and they was drunk. And something like this happened before. So I really do think that she has some mental issues going on. But basically, she cut Gail off in mid-sentence and was basically trying to tell Gail, STFU, because that's enough of what you're trying to say, because you're trying to paint me to be the victim. I mean, you're trying to paint me to be this aggressor, and I'm not that. I'm the victim. He pushed me. He pulled my hair. I was alone in New York. I'm this damsel in distress. But she couldn't do it because she wasn't sorry enough. Like, she just couldn't fake it enough because it's not her. She needs some more acting classes.
So will I get in trouble with the FDA if I say, uh, excuse my language, ladies, because you know I love y'all. Bitch, who you talk to? First of all, listen. what are you? What are you? What are you talking about? The
Who is
dad,
she
the
talking
dad
to?
grabbed me and drugged me. You got your hands on my child. You lucky. You lucky it was the dad and not the mom. Let's start over. You lucky it was the dad. Cause the mom would have just whooped your ass. Like she like let's
Yeah.
and then the 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 power of safety that I heard in her voice. I'm not even gonna say privilege, Ebony. I'm not even gonna say white privilege. I heard so much safety in her voice. Yes, this is what happened. Yes, you're gonna shut up. Yes, this is what it did. My lawyer's right here, and yeah, like she felt so safe in everything she said. Man, if you don't
Yeah.
go on with that bullshit, what are
Enough,
you
Gail.
talking
Who you
about?
talking to? Little girl, who are you talking to? No, okay, enough, Gail. Okay, that's like
Yeah,
whispering to
What?
yeah. And
that's the
basically, so
that's
Gail was trying to get her to say what she saw on the video, what everybody else saw on the video. So the hotel footage showed her physically tackling the boy. The cell phone footage didn't show that. The cell phone footage just showed the fallout of what happened. The fallout of what happened. But the hotel video footage showed her attacking the little boy physically, like tackling him, trying to get him on the ground, and it was just crazy. And she wouldn't acknowledge it, basically. So,
I was stopping everybody going out. You was
well, which
everybody?
ones? Just the ones that look like they might have stole my phone. Just the black ones.
Hey man,
Yeah. So
get on
anyway,
that
y'all,
safety.
it's Monday. Money Making Mondays, Motivational Mondays, and you are tuned in to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call with your host, Portia Monique, Romeo International, Ebony Austin. Y'all, let's get into positive thoughts. We got 4 minutes. What we talking about this positive? Let's set the tone off right.
And,
What we doing,
yeah, well
Romeo?
then
Kick it
Ebony
off.
need to start if we're gonna set it off right. Nope, if
Okay,
we need
Ebony,
we need to
go
set it off
ahead.
right, Ebony.
For me, I would say do it scared. I think a lot of times we do things and we're not scared. So most of the time when you're not scared, you don't give 100%. So for me, I would say for my positive thoughts, do it and do it scared.
All right. I love that. That is one of my mantras of life. Do it and do it scared. Romeo, what you got?
My positive thought on Monday, January the 11th. Gentlemen, men, fellas, know your worth. You're worth something. You are not a dollar bill. You are not a piece of meat. Do not allow your worth to be mistreated. Don't be Lori Harvey. Don't taken advantage of. You go to Starbucks. You go on that walk in the park. Hey, you want to get some ice cream? You go and take that date on the ice cream. Why? Because your love matters and you matter. Fellas, y'all have a great Monday. I pass it to Portia Monique.
Well, happy Monday again, y'all. It's Motivational Monday, Making Monday Monday, Making Money Mondays. We had Antoine Thompson on telling us how we can invest in real estate and make some money. But listen, y'all, so we are still in the beginning of the year. And I said last week, write your own request, write your own story. So I want y'all to know and understand that a few bad chapters doesn't mean that your story is over. So write it out. What is it that you want? Are your goals set? Like a lot of people saying, I don't do New Year's resolutions, I don't do this and I don't do that. But what do you do? What do your goals look like? Are you on track? What is your monthly routine like? What is your weekly routine like? What is your daily routine like? Let's change up some things so that we can make sure that we're attacking this year 2021. We're claiming it to be our winning season, and we're going in well equipped, prepared with all of the things that we need. We need our team, we need our goals, we need people to keep us accountable, we need all of this stuff. So let's go, y'all. Motivational Mondays, rolling out AM wake up call. Where's Monique? What is that? We can't see it. What is
Here
it?
to see what Romy got. Oh my
Black
God.
men matter.
That is true. They do matter.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Right, y'all?
Feel love, fellas. Make
Romeo,
sure
you
that
need to
you
get to Nuvo.
hug yourself. Hey,
You're right.
Nuvo about to owe me some checks. Well, I just turned down. I must really love you, man.
Hey, you can come to Nuvo. We're doing a Nuvo on the water in Miami. I'm going to sign a deal in 2 weeks. So the new Nuvo in Miami will be in a couple of months.
We need to know what everybody
I know. I know. Yep.
Yes.
I know where I'm booked.
Location in Miami.
I know where I'm booked 3 months.
Come on, Portia.
Three times out of the month. I know where I'm booked at.
You already know. Come on with it, Romeo.
Let me. Hold on. Let me.
Good morning.
So we need to be there. I got y'all.
Let's
fellas.
go.
I got y'all.
Let's go.
Y'all all right? Ira said stop. Congratulations, Ebony.